What's up, everybody? This is Mercury Roberts with Divinity Unleashed, back at it again. And so we have been going on this beautiful journey through the major arcana. And last video, we were speaking about the hangman and how he is sacrificing himself for other people. And so in this video, or sacrificing himself for a better cause, let's put it like that. But in this video, so he learns new beliefs. And so when you learn new beliefs, as I said, people will rise against you. But also with the hangman card comes this understanding of the universe, this true understanding of something higher than yourself. And so in this new card, we have a transformation going on. And so the new card that I want to speak about is card number 13. And it is one of the scariest, most confused, and most misunderstood cards in the tarot. And this card is Death. Oh, death is knocking at my door. No. Anyways. So the death card is so a skeleton in armor rides on a white horse. And people around this white horse are dying. There is a preacher here, or let's say a high religious ranking figure who is, you almost want to say he's praying. He's praying for something to happen. It's almost like he's praying for change, okay? Because he's the only one in here in yellow. And so he's praying for a brighter day because the sun is shining just a bit on the back of the horizon. So he's praying for a better day. He's praying for change, for hope. And so death rides in with his pale horse, which the pale horse is about death. And so he has a banner with a flower on it. And so it's a black banner, so it brings darkness. Okay, the black banners bring darkness, so something dark is coming. And so, but the flower here is considered to be the flower of life. And so with the flower of life, it says that everything goes through photosynthesis, meaning it goes through a change, a transformation. The only thing, as I've said in older videos, the only thing that's consistent in life is change. Change is inevitable. Death always comes. But through death is regeneration. And this is the cycle and understanding of life. Because if you understand that, you'll understand that energy never dies. Energy never dies. So when people say, oh, I've died, and or don't believe in reincarnation, okay, if you look at it in a physical aspect, then you're not going to understand reincarnation. But if you look at it in a spiritual aspect, which I will speak more on later, but if you look at it in a spiritual aspect, reincarnation is only about energy. Energy reincarnates itself. If you see photons and atoms, they reincarnate themselves through time and space. So energy never dies, it just transforms and transmutes. That's it. So if somebody say, hey, I might have been here before, I'm an old soul. Well, you might actually be an old soul and you might have actually been here before. But I'm going to get off that. We're going to talk about that later. But anyways, so the flower of life represents a change within. It represents the lotus flower. And the lotus flower is depicted everywhere. It's in music, songs, whatever the case may be. And we'll talk more about that later too. I got so many different topics that I'm going to talk to you about. Talk to you guys about. It's awesome. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in and glad you're enjoying. But anyways, so as you see, there is a tide behind him. And this tide is basically saying that this flow, this change is going to be destructive, as if a waterfall almost to say. And the pillar in the back is about duality. So it's almost the death of duality, the death of seeing things in two different views and coming to a oneness understanding. Okay, so death rides in saying that death is coming. Change is coming. Change is coming. If you're thinking a certain type of way and it's not good for the universe, for you to feel that way, death is what will show up. Death will show up when you're ending a relationship and it's time to end. Everything has its time. Everything has its time. That's why death is on a horse, because it shows the movement of time. And so death is coming to change your life, to change your perception, to change your views of how you see things, to stop a relationship and transform your life into your next phase. It says it's the ending of one phase and the beginning of the next. But as you go through the phase, you'll feel like you're dying, as if like a caterpillar gets wrapped up in a cocoon. You try to lock yourself in a small room. Doesn't it feel like you're suffocating? So that's what's going on with death. It's transmuting itself into the butterfly. And so death sometimes has to come. Sometimes you're going to lose your place and not understand why you lost it. You're going to be like, what just happened? Death came. It was the ending of that phase. And so you usually notice when you end that phase and you be comfortable with it, you accept change and death, the death of something, that something new comes out of it and it's more beautiful. You know what I mean? Like some people who stay in relationships and they want to continue to stay in a relationship and don't want it to change, but this person's maybe being abusive or maybe verbally abusing you or something of the case like that. And so, the cops end up in the situation and boom, everybody's out on the street. And so, you figure out right there, that's death. Okay. Or when you're at a job and your boss is being aggressively crazy and just trying to take you out and do things to you that are wrong, or treating other employees better than you, and then one day you get in a car accident and your boss fires you. Death. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be an extravagant change, but it is a change. And it's a change that starts off to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is what's going on. And then afterwards, you're like, I see why it happened. So this is the most confused card, because people usually look at it as if I'm gonna actually die. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. No, you're going through a transformation. This card is ruled by Pluto, and so Pluto is all about death and transformation. Pluto rules the knife. Pluto rules the surgeon. So somebody who is very going deep within the self. It's a spiritual card because death is a spirit. He's a skeleton riding in armor. I mean, who do you see manifested in the physical riding in armor as a skeleton? So, he's riding in on a horse, basically they say, bringing this death and stopping this phase that you're putting yourself through, or that you are having trouble getting out of. So death has to come. It has to kill everything off so you can start brand new, because we need that sometimes in life, right? Okay, so furthermore, Pluto, this card is also ruled by Scorpio. and Pluto, the planet. So which is now a planet, actually, which was discovered to be now a planet again. Whatever. So Pluto is, like I said, is about death of the old and the bringing in of the new. So whatever ways you might have been thinking are going to be transformed. Okay. Also with also with Pluto and Scorpio. Scorpio is about what's hidden within, what's deep. I'm actually a sun in Scorpio, and so I have to get to the bottom of things. I have to see what's real. I have to know the truth. And I have to know that it is what it is, because the fake stuff will not work for me. It will just won't. Anything that is surface level, it just won't work. So death is all about digging deep within you where you can't lie anymore, and focusing on you being more truthful, or more of who you are supposed to be in life, helping you become more of your true self. Okay, so yes, but the people dying around him, are like this lady right here. Okay, like this lady and this little girl. It says that anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Death has no death has no favorites. Anybody can get it. You know what I mean? So it's like this change could come at the moment's notice and hit you with a blink of an eye. So when you see death in the present, death means that you're going through this change now. Okay, when you see death in the past, you already went through the change. When you see death in the future, change is coming. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. You're about to change a certain way of thinking, or a relationship, or a job, or a lifestyle, a phase in life. You might have been poor at one time in life, and then death comes, and then boom, you start getting hit with all these material possessions. It's just how the universe works, because we all have a destiny, and we'll talk about destinies and everything. I'm just so looking forward to talking about these awesome subjects. But with death, good comes out of ending the old. And so purge, this card is the purge card. Purge yourself. When it comes, be ready to purge. So don't be afraid of death, because that will be death reversed, and we'll talk about reversals later on. But that is, death is also the card number 13, and 13 is supposed to be the number of change. It also comes together to be the number 4, which is the number of stability, which is the number of ideas, which is the number of formulating plans and ideas and making change. Okay, change 2 ideas or adding 2, taking away or adding 2. Okay, 4 is also the number of I don't know. It's just, we'll talk about numerology later, because I don't want to go too deep into that. But yeah, so that is the death card right there. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. More videos to come. And I hope you enjoy the fool's journey in between, because it says that life is a journey. How you live it, how you express it is your own right. Love, peace, and light. Divinity Unleashed.